I love action comedy when it's done well, but once again, you don't see it as much anymore. Like Midnight Run to me is like one of my all-time favorite movies. It just masterfully balances both aspects of it. I thought it'd be interesting with what Will and I like to do to kind of filter that through our thing. I mean, obviously we like to do silly stuff. We like to do absurd comedy. What would it be like if we forced ourselves into a corner and had to do an action comedy with like a straight line? How would we handle that? So it was kind of a challenge. It was sort of looking at this dead genre, the cop buddy film, and seeing if we can breathe any kind of life into it and sort of play with this new spectrum of crime that's, you know, unique to America in 2010, 2011. So yeah, that was sort of the very theoretical basis for it. And then just on a certain level, like, God, it'd be fun to watch Will have a gun. It'd be fun to watch Will play just a totally real guy, too. Like, we've never done that. Most of the other stuff we do is character-based or extreme premise. And then New York City, we were excited about that as well. So a combination of all those things, it just felt like, God, this would be really, really cool to do. So this idea, I mean, basically, you know, we're going to Will saying, oh, let's go into a doomed genre, the cop buddy film that hasn't worked in 20 years, and let's do this movie. And he's like, let's do it. Like, he got it right away, why it was fun to go into. And it seems like now more than ever is the time to kind of re-examine that. I lived in New York for 9 years, so I know it's a gorgeous looking city, and I know those boroughs are filled with all amazing kinds of buildings, but I was still blown away by just the depth of choices there. Like, we'd look for a church, and there'd be like 7 churches that were built in like 1911 or with original fixtures everywhere. And then you go, okay, well, we got to do a VA hall. We're like, well, we got, you know, or not a VA hall, but a police fraternal order building. And, oh, well, we got the first one that was ever built in the country, actually. Let's go look at that. And, well, I need a view. Okay, well, we've got a view of Columbus Circle from 10 floors up that shows entire Central. I mean, like, just everything is gorgeous looking and amazing. And I love New York, too, because it has its own color palette, too. It, like, has a certain coloration to it that you don't need to plan it out too much. It's New York City. And, yeah, it couldn't be a better straight man for the movie. The fact that you've got just this grandiose international city with trillions of dollars flowing through it and people from all over the world, and then you've got Alan Gamble and Terry Hoyts walking through it. It immediately like makes it 10% funnier. Well, you know, if the movie works the way we want it to, you know, this should be a big, crazy action comedy. I mean, this should be a movie that's relevant to what's going on right now in this country, with just tons of funny performances, crazy action, New York City, unexpected turns left and right. I mean, this should be a really fun movie to go see during the summer. I mean, that's what we try and do.